The world is getting richer, but not everyone is benefiting equally. In fact, the gap between the rich and the poor is widening at an alarming rate. The numbers paint a stark picture. The richest 1% of the world's population now owns more than 45% of global wealth. Let that sink in for a moment. A tiny fraction of the population holds more wealth than the remaining 99% combined. On the other hand, a staggering number of people struggle to survive on less than $6.85 a day. Imagine trying to feed your family, pay rent, and afford basic necessities on such a meager amount. This is the reality for millions around the world. The trend is clear. The rich are getting richer and the poor are being left behind. This growing disparity in wealth is not just a statistic. It's a crisis that demands attention. It's a crisis that threatens the very fabric of our societies and undermines the promise of a fair and just world. While some argue that wealth disparity is a natural consequence of hard work and talent, the reality is far more complex. The system itself is often rigged in favor of the wealthy, making it easier for them to accumulate wealth while the poor struggle to make ends meet. This systemic inequality is perpetuated by a combination of factors, including economic policies, inheritance laws, and the influence of powerful monopolies. Let's start with economic policies. Tax cuts that disproportionately benefit the wealthy, deregulation that allows corporations to prioritize profits over people, and austerity measures that slash social safety nets all contribute to a system that widens the wealth gap. These policies often create a feedback loop where the rich get richer, gain more political influence, and then push for policies that further benefit their interests. One of the most significant drivers of wealth inequality is inheritance. When wealth is passed down from generation to generation, it creates a cycle of advantage that is difficult to break. Those born into wealthy families inherit not only money, but also access to networks, opportunities, and resources that are often unavailable to those born into poverty. Imagine two children, one born into a wealthy family and the other into poverty. The child born into wealth will likely attend top-tier schools, receive financial support to pursue their passions, and inherit a network of influential contacts. They will have a significant head start in life, regardless of their individual talents or work ethic. On the other hand, the child born into poverty will likely face significant obstacles, from underfunded schools to limited job opportunities. They may have to work multiple jobs to support their families, leaving little time or resource for personal growth or pursuing their dreams. This cycle of inherited advantage perpetuates inequality across generations, making it increasingly difficult for those born into poverty to climb the economic ladder. The rise of monopolies and the influence of crony connections further exacerbate wealth inequality. Monopolies, by their very nature, concentrate wealth and power in the hands of a few, often at the expense of smaller businesses and consumers. These powerful corporations can then use their influence to lobby for favorable regulations, stifle competition, and maintain their dominance in the market. Crony connections refer to the close relationships between wealthy individuals and those in power. These connections can lead to preferential treatment, insider information, and lucrative contracts that are often unavailable to those outside the inner circle. This creates an uneven playing field where success is determined not just by hard work and innovation, but also by who you know and what advantages you are afforded by the system. Section 5, Trapped in Debt, the burden on the poor. The consequences of wealth inequality are far-reaching and devastating for individuals struggling to make ends meet. The burden of debt can be crippling. High-interest loans, predatory lending practices, and the rising cost of living trap many in a cycle of debt that is difficult to escape. This financial instability leads to stress, anxiety, and a constant feeling of being on the edge. Imagine the stress of living paycheck to paycheck, constantly worried about how you will pay your bills, put food on the table, and provide a stable environment for your family. This is the reality for millions trapped in a cycle of debt. Section 6, A Shorter Life, the High Cost of Inequality. The impact of inequality extends beyond finances, affecting even the most fundamental aspects of life, including health and longevity. Studies have shown a strong correlation between income inequality and life expectancy. People living in countries with high levels of inequality tend to have shorter lifespans than those in more equitable societies. This is due to a number of factors, including unequal access to health care, differences in environmental quality, and the stress and hardship associated with poverty. Section 7, Education, Investing in Your Future. Despite the systemic challenges, there are steps individuals can take to improve their financial situations and break free from the cycle of poverty. Education is a powerful tool for upward mobility. Investing in your education, whether through formal schooling, vocational training, or online courses, can equip you with the skills and knowledge needed to compete in today's job market. Identify in-demand skills and seek out training opportunities. Don't be afraid to start small. Even taking a few courses or learning a new trade can open up new opportunities and increase your earning potential. Section 8, Financial Literacy, taking control of your money. Financial literacy is another crucial aspect of achieving financial stability. This involves understanding basic financial concepts such as budgeting, saving, investing, and managing debt. Learning how to manage your money effectively can help you make informed financial decisions, avoid common pitfalls, and build a more secure future. There are numerous resources available to improve your financial literacy, from online courses and workshops to books and personal finance blogs. Seek out these resources and make it a priority to educate yourself about managing your finances. Section 9, Entrepreneurship, creating your own path. Entrepreneurship offers another avenue for upward mobility. Starting your own business, even a small one, can provide greater control over your income and future. While starting a business comes with its own set of challenges, it also offers the potential for greater rewards and the satisfaction of being your own boss. Explore your passions, identify market opportunities, and develop a solid business plan. There are numerous resources available to support aspiring entrepreneurs, from microfinance programs to business incubators. Section 10, breaking the cycle, a call to action. The growing gap between the rich and the poor is a pressing issue that demands our attention. It's a complex problem with no easy solutions, but we cannot afford to ignore it. We must challenge the systems and policies that perpetuate inequality and work towards creating a more just and equitable world for all. This is not just a matter of economics, it's a matter of social justice. It's about ensuring that everyone has an equal opportunity to succeed, regardless of their background or circumstances. It's about creating a world where everyone has the chance to live a dignified and fulfilling life. Share this information with your friends, family, and communities. Raise awareness about the issue of wealth inequality and its impact on our societies. Support organizations and initiatives that are working to create a more equitable world. Together, we can make a difference.